It's our first time playing Mind Ninja. It's a simple, abstract board game for 2 players invented by Nicholas Bentley. It's also a broad generalization of the game called Hex, which we played. Objective, the rules. In the game, a player invents a goal pattern, and then one player tries to build it by placing colored stones on the board while the other player places stones to prevent the pattern being built. In general, the game can be played on a board of any size and shape. The online version of My Ninja is played on IG Game Center. Uses a hexagonal board. Initial steps. The board starts out empty. Before the actual play for preparation, steps are performed. Bidding for the right to choose a pattern, choosing a goal pattern, setting up an initial position, or choosing a builder and a blocker. Alright, so 1, bidding. The purpose of this step is to determine which player will get the right to choose the goal pattern. This right is given to the player who is ready to give more free handicap moves to their opponent. Both players begin by bidding numbers that stand for free handicap turns. The players alternate increasing their bids till one player clicks pass. The player now owns a number of free turns equal to the last bid. However, they do not take these turns yet. They will take them at the beginning of actual play. Choosing a goal pattern. The player who did not pass in step 1 chooses the goal pattern from among the list of patterns appear. 3. Setting up an initial position. After choosing the goal pattern, the pattern inventor can set up an initial position by placing any number of stones of any color on the board, or none at all. At the end of setting the initial position, the player should click the pass button. The purpose of this step is to set up a position that seems to be balanced both for the builder and the blocker. Important, you must not form the goal pattern in the step. Choosing a builder and blocker. In this step, the second player can analyze the chosen pattern and the initial position and decide whether they want to play as the builder or blocker. After the step, the play begins. Starting with the builder, the players alternate turns, placing a single stone of any color on an empty cell of the board. Usually patterns require the builder to place red stones and the blocker to place blue stones. But this is not true for all patterns, since there are ones that require both players to play with all available colors. Important, the player who got the free handicap turns the bidding step may take 1 free turn after each of any of the normal turns until no free turns left. If they don't take a free turn which is available to them, the free turn is lost. End of game. The game ends either when the board is completely full or the pattern has been built, but never before step 3 is complete. If the pattern has been built, the builder wins. Otherwise, the blocker wins. The game may also end when a player resigns or runs out of time. Alright, so there's a list of 13 different patterns. And there's names, so I'm sure they'll give them to us. Alright. Go ahead and click start. I'm gonna fill up my water before this game. Alright, do you have a start button? Yes.
Yeah, I clicked it.
Alright. Yeah, I didn't know. I wasn't sure what. I'm sure that was probably not in my best interest. I don't know what the. Yeah, it's the first time playing. What doesn't matter? We'll figure it out. So I wish. Yeah. Do you have a pattern equilibrium. So is that the pattern in the top left that you're trying to make? And what is that?
I'm assuming so. That's still not picked. I'm not sure.
So is it that exact Is there a description of it or what?
I mean, it just shows at the top left-hand corner for me. I mean, if you click it, full stones, there
Okay.
should be more red than blue stones.
The board must be full of stones, and there should be more red stones than blue stones with equal color neighbors. A stone has equal color neighbors if it has the same number of red and blue neighbors. Okay, so you want. Is that my pattern or your pattern? Do I have to make that pattern, or you make the pattern?
I'm not sure.
You okay? So I passed. Let me see.
Does it let me make it?
No, you should get 2 turns extra, I believe.
Is anything showing up on your screen at all right now?
Yes,
It is.
the top left of the equilibrium pattern.
Okay, so now what I'm doing right now. Got it.
There's initial position thing. I guess we. Oh yeah, so you make an initial position, and then I choose which side I want to be. I believe. If I want to make the pattern, or if I want to not make the pattern. Oh, so you can't make the pattern in this phase. I'm pretty sure that's the case, unless you are forced to. But it says setting up an initial position. To choosing the goal pattern, the pattern vendor can set up an initial position by placing any number of stones of any color on the board, or none at all. At the end of setting the initial position, the player should click the pass button. The purpose of this step is to set up a position that seems to be balanced for both the builder and the blocker. Important, you must not form the goal pattern in this step, since the player roles aren't chosen yet. If you form the goal pattern during this step, then the second player can choose to be the builder and win the game. If you are not an experienced player, it is better to skip this step by clicking the pass button.
Oops.
Huh. Well, I guess we'll be. Yeah, we can play another game.
Good to know that now, I guess, after I just did it. Oh boy.
That's still not. Okay, because that's not. Yeah, okay. So that's not the actual position that needs to happen. It needs to be when the board is filled up. The board must be full of stones, and there should be more red than blue stones with equal color neighbors. A stone has an equal color neighbor if it has the same number of red and blue neighbors. So when the board is filled up, I want more red stones to have equal color neighbors. Man, all right. You picked a weird goal for this be the first one.
I don't know what it will do. I thought it was just to make those 4 circles.
Well, I guess we don't know the other ones, so it could be weird too. Alright, so I want more red ones to have equal neighbors than blue ones. So I don't want blue ones to have equal neighbors. Or I want less. Do da 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 da. I wish they would put like the number there. Kind of like what's the equal number neighbor currently.
Yeah. Nice, wouldn't it?
That's where did. Blind ninja. I hope I'm doing the right thing.
Hope I am too. I'm thinking since it says like more red than blue, I should just be putting blue everywhere.
It's more red than blue. I'm trying to have more.
Neighboring red than blue.
When the board is full of stones, there should be more red than blue stones with equal color neighbors. So I need more red stones that have equal color neighbors than blue stones that have equal color neighbors.
Gotcha.
All right, we'll see what the score was. These are filled in.
Woo!
Nice. Cool. I wish even they would highlight the ones that are. Final score is red is 14 and blue is 21. Nice. So there was some misthinking of whatever I was doing, but I wish you could see it more. Well, we could definitely do that again because there's like 13 different goals we could try. So cool.